Hey everyone, Hydrohead here. So this review is probably going to be particularly bad because I've tried to review this stupid freaking comic 5-6 different times, and every time I do, something happens about 3 minutes in. I have to kill the video, and then I can't get back to it for hours. So it just hasn't been getting done. So we're going to try one more time before I just say fuck it and give up on reviewing this. So this is Sea of Thieves. This is number 4 by Titan Comics. It's written by Jeremy Whitley, and the art is by Roald Marcellus. I believe I'm pronouncing his last name wrong, right? Probably not, though. So Roald is a good artist. He's a very consistent artist, and his style, at least in this, is kind of cartoony, which matches the fact that this is based off of a video game, an open-world PG video game. What it's about, if you haven't watched the other videos or read any of these, essentially these two here, a brother and sister. Their dad is the world's greatest pirate. He died and he left their treasure to them. They have to go find it. Whoever gets it becomes the next greatest pirate, essentially. Really, it's about, I'd say the overall plot of this story is about overcoming your differences and learning how to get along. But there's a lot of stuff going on in it. And let's see, Jeremy Whitley, on the other hand, this is the first time I ever read any of his stuff. He has done work for Marvel, I think it was. And his work on Marvel was liberal extremist to the max. But in this, he's much more under control. So you got the mental illness haircut girl, but she's done very well. She's in no way a Mary Sue. She is pretty ugly, though, physically, but she's cool character. You got the Asian sharpshooter, who's a massive bitch. Bit of a stereotype. And then you got the female pirate, who's way stronger, way more masculine, and way better at being a pirate than her male brother counterpart. And those are all definitely, I guess you could say, liberal tropes, which is popping up a lot in this medium. But Jeremy does a good job of writing them. You don't hate the characters once you get to know them. And overall, I really like the stories. Or overall, I really like the comics. But it does beg the question, or bring up the question of, is Titan putting more effort into their editorial staff so that kind of stuff doesn't come out obviously and heavy-handed? Or is Marvel using their editorial staff to ensure that those kinds of messages come through heavy-handed and in your face? I don't know. But Roald. Jeremy is going to be writing the new Spider-Gwen. Gee, I don't know why I could have mixed them up. It's not like they're the exact same character, except one's Asian and one's a white girl. But he's going to be writing her. Gary Huru is going to be doing the art, so it's going to look like original Gwenpool did. I mean, if you look at it, Spider-Gwen looks like Gwenpool with black hair and a spider costume. No idea how Jeremy's going to handle it, though. He may do a good job, or he may be a over-the-top radical. It's only one way to find out. I probably won't be reading it because I have no interest in the extended Spider family. Just like I have no interest in the extended Deadpool family or any other character that is just a freaking photocopy of a pre-existing legacy character. That stuff's stupid. So this picks up right where we left off on the last one. Where we left off is Rin shooting Alessia. Alessia is the short blonde girl. Everybody's kind of freaked out over the fact that she actually shot her, including DeMarco, who I didn't even know was friends with Alessia, but apparently he was. Rin doesn't care, though. Rin's after this treasure because she's owed money. So her and Slopper run off to go and retrieve it, while we get a little touching friendship scene here. They've made a lot of allusions to her being bisexual, lesbian or bisexual. And this arc is where this story is where they finally, like, straight out come out and say that these two are together, which will happen a little bit later. The fact that Rin shot her and then ran off to get the treasure alone with Slopper, who's this little blonde dude here, that basically brings everybody else back together. So they team up to go hunt these guys down and get their treasure. there's some unfriendly banter between Rin and Slopper. That's pretty funny. And they eventually find a skeleton. Rin is just like, okay, you go deal with the skeleton. This whole little bit is funny. I'm not going to get too much into it. You should really read it. But basically, anytime Slopper's in the mix, there's at least some sort of... why am I blanking on that word? It doesn't matter. There's some sort of humor. Comedic relief. That's what I wanted. Comedic relief. As the other crew is finally deciding that they're going to be teammates and tracking them down, they see where Rin and Slopper have basically unlocked the next portion of their map. And that's when we join them back at where we believe the next spot is going to be. Slopper figures it out first, shows Rin into the water. Rin threatens to shoot him. He's just like, no, that's just what the map was saying we had to do. She can't shoot him because her pistol's wet. She starts talking about how she needs to dry it off. Scenes begin to change. So Slopper eventually digs up the treasure. At about the same time that DeMarco and his sister and their crew shows up, he starts looking around for Rin. She's missing, and then that's when they find out that she's got this Coke bottle sniper rifle. It's just funny because the gun's drawn kind of like a small blunderbuss with the flared out to end. So it's safe to say that it doesn't have any sort of rifling or lands and grooves in it. Her sniper rifle appears to have a cap on it, but that's probably just because they couldn't put the lines. Anyway, while they're trying to figure out what's happening, that's when they realize that Rin is basically sighting down on them. And that's when, I don't know why I always forget, Mel. That's when Mel basically just charges her down. Rin tries to shoot her. Her gunpowder is still wet. It just clicks, and Mel begins to beat the living hell out of her. And Rin basically starts screaming, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, while the other guys are still going over their treasure and talking about their loot. Mel brings up the fact that the other pistol in this chest is the unfired pistol. It's one of a pair. Anytime that pistol is in presence, all other pistols don't work. This was established at the very beginning of the series. Mel remembered, Rin didn't. Rin starts begging for her life, and Mel's like, no, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to cut off your trigger fingers. And as she's about to cut off her trigger fingers, that's when they get attacked by an undead army, which is fortunate for Rin, because they decide to go ahead and all flee together. They end up running into a dead end on a cliffside, but luckily their boat is going by, and that's when they decide, okay, I don't want to ruin anything. So their boat is going by, and they end up jumping off the cliff. This right here, this panel pissed me off so much. It looks like they just took the characters from in-game and slapped them into a panel. It just seems lazy. Anyway, I'm not going to go over too much because it ruins a couple of cliffhangers that happen. Not cliffhangers. Plot twists. It ruins a couple plot twists if I go any farther. And I might have forgot to cover up a panel that probably ruined it anyway. But I do recommend Sea of Thieves. It's not a bad read. It's not something where I'm like, you gotta go out and get this. It's amazing. It's just, if you see it and you're into pirates or you've played the game, check it out. It's not bad. Plus, I'm a big fan of Titan Comics. In my opinion, they are one of the top indie comic companies. Pretty much all of their stuff is good. And as a little side note, it doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hail Hydra, baby.